Good morning, students of class 3. Students, we have done lesson 1, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, lesson 2, The Inauspicious Justice, and poem 1, The Coming of Spring. Students, we have completed all the exercises, question and answers and writing section of lesson 1, 2 and poem 1. Now you need to complete all the taught exercises, question and answers and writing section of these 3 chapters in your English notebook. Students, complete your notebook and start revising and learning the lessons to improve your performance. Now today I'll be starting with lesson 3 of your Wordsworth English Reader book, True Friends, given on page number 24. So those of you who are having books, please turn to page number 24 of your English Reader books. Students, this is a story about friends. And all of us have got friends. We help our friends in the time of need. And we never leave them alone, isn't it? So today, the story which we are going to read is about true friends only. We all have friends, isn't it? We cannot imagine our life without friends. They are there with us in our bad times and good times. Life is so much fun with our friends. A friend is the one with whom we like to talk, laugh, sing, dance, jump, play, run, and do so many more things. Friends care for each other. Friends help each other in the times of need. Friends help us to overcome our fears and stop us from doing the wrong things. Whenever we try to do anything wrong, a friend who's true and faithful to us will always stop us from doing the wrong things. And we feel comfortable in the company of friends. Students, we should always be honest with our friends. And friends never harm each other. Rather, they're always ready to help each other. They don't harm, but they always help. We all help our friends in need. At times, we share our tiffins, books, notebooks, pencils, stationery items, comics, toys, and many more things with our friends. And we feel happy in sharing these things. And sharing is very good because sharing develops care. If you share, the more you share, the more you will care for your friend. In the times of trouble, we should not leave our friends alone. We should try our level best to help them. That is the reason we say a friend in need is a friend indeed. Which means that a friend who helps us when we really need the help is a true friend. A true friend will not wait but immediately rush when we need them. In our troubles, our true friends will always be standing by our side. Our story is also about friendship only. It's about friendship. And the name of the story is True Friends. Students, this story is adapted from Panchtantra. You must have heard the name of Panchtantra. Panchtantra is an age-old collection of animal stories. Means Panchtantra has got stories of all animals. And these stories have been believed to be written by Sanskrit scholar Vishnu Sharma. And all the stories of Panchtantra, they contain a moral. They give us a value, they teach us a thing. The animals in these stories are usually given certain qualities which help them in different situations. Means every time in the story, you see how they struggle and come out of their problems. They always find a solution. So these stories really teach us a lot of things. Each story of Panchtantra is based on moral values needed in our day-to-day life. And if you want to read more stories of Panchtantra, you can get the book issued from our school library also. And believe me, you'll really enjoy reading the stories of Panchtantra. Now, our today's stories is True Friend. Now, the following story is about four friends and their true friendship. We will read how the friends were true to each other and what did they do to prove that they were real friends. Now, before I start, I'll go through the new words of the story. The first word is neighboring. The first word is neighboring means nearby. Let's take an example. Say we all live in India. India is our country. And which is the country nearby India? So we can say Nepal. So Nepal is a nearby country, or Nepal is our neighboring country. It is just next to India. So it is our neighboring country. Nearby place which is very close by, isn't it? Then the second word is foot. Foot means bottom. Foot means bottom. For example, at the bottom of the page, you can see the page number. Got it? Now, the third new word is troubled. Trouble means worried, something which really troubles you, which really worries you. Overtake. Overtake means to go past someone. Just imagine that you are going on a motorbike along with your father on road, and suddenly a car is also going on the road. But then you tell your father that please overtake the car. We want to go ahead the car. So your father increases the speed of the bike and he overtakes the car, and you go ahead of the car. That is overtaking. When you surpass someone and go ahead, that is known as overtaking. Now, the fifth word is pretending. Pretending means showing fake behavior. You're not displaying your real behavior. For example, at night when you go to bed and you don't feel like sleeping, but then your mother or father, they says just sleep. You pretend as if you are asleep, but actually you are not sleeping. That is pretending. You are showing that you are sleeping, but you are actually not. So that's your pretending to be asleep. Now, the sixth word is freed. Freed means to set free. Freed means to set free, to release someone. Suppose you keep a bird in the cage, but then you feel it is not good to keep somebody in a cage, and you open the door of the cage. So the bird flies out of the cage. That means you have freed the bird. Now, our seventh word is escaped. Escaped means ran away. For example, the police caught a thief and kept it in the prison, but somehow the thief managed to run away from the prison. That means he has escaped from the prison. Now, abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly, which is not planned. Suddenly, if something happens, that is known as abruptly. Then disappointed. Disappointed is a 10th new word, which means sad and upset. For example, the teacher was selecting students for a play to be held for annual function. But then if you are not selected in the play, so you are disappointed. Isn't it? You feel sad that why I was not selected in the play. So you are in a bad and upset mood. That is, you are disappointed. Now, the 11th word is cursed. Curse means speaking bad words in anger. At times, what happens at home, if an elderly person in your home is there, and if you keep on troubling him continuously, he gets irritated, and then out of anger, he speaks something bad to you. Go away, I don't want to see you, something like that. So that's a curse, speaking in a bad manner. Then misfortune is ill luck, bad luck. Misfortune is ill luck or bad luck. Students, now I try to, first I'll read the story for you, then I'll start explaining it. I'll read the story for you first, so that please listen to the pronunciations carefully. True friends. Once upon a time, 4 friends, namely a sparrow, a deer, a mouse, and a turtle, lived together in a forest. They were very good friends and always played and stayed with each other. One day, while the 4 friends were playing near a pond, they saw a hunter with a big net coming towards them. The animals became very scared and tried to think of ways to save themselves. The deer ran away to the nearby bushes to hide itself. The sparrow flew away to the highest branch of a neighboring tree. And the mouse hid himself in a small hole at the foot of a nearby tree. The turtle also tried to quickly move back into the pond, but since he walked slowly, the hunter caught and trapped him in his net. The sparrow, the deer, and the mouse were troubled to see their friend trapped in the hunter's net. They quickly thought of a plan to save the turtle. The sparrow flew high up in the sky to locate where the hunter had gone. When he found the hunter, he told the deer, who ran quickly to overtake the hunter, taking care not to be seen by him. The deer went and lay down on the hunter's path, pretending to be dead. When the hunter saw the dead deer, he became very happy on seeing the big animal which he could take back instead of the small turtle. He dropped the trapped turtle on the ground and went towards the deer. The mouse quickly went towards the turtle, cut the net with his sharp teeth, and freed the turtle. The turtle and the mouse then quickly escaped from the place. As soon as the hunter reached the deer, it got up abruptly and ran away into the forest. The hunter was astonished. Feeling disappointed, he turned back to pick up the trapped turtle. However, to his surprise, the net had been cut and the turtle had escaped. The hunter cursed his misfortune and went back home. The turtle thanked his friends for saving him, and the 4 friends lived happily together in the forest. Now, I'll going to explain the story. Students, the story is about 4 friends. And who were the 4 friends? Now, at least you can name them after I have read the story. The first friend was a sparrow. Who was the first friend? Sparrow. Second was a deer. Third was a mouse. And fourth was a turtle. So, they were 4 friends. Fine. I believe everybody has seen a sparrow. It's a common bird which you see near your house on the rooftop, isn't it? So I believe sparrow, it's a small bird with brown, black and white feathers, isn't it? And then deer, everybody must have seen in Sarnath Zoo, deer. And deer has got long legs, it's brown in color. And then mouse, everyone has seen a mouse, isn't it? A mouse is a small animal and it has got sharp teeth. At times, the mouse nibbles your clothes, books and many other things. Then turtle. You all have seen a turtle? The turtle has a hard and heavy shell on its body and small feet. That is the reason the turtle walks slowly. So, once upon a time, 4 friends, namely a sparrow, a deer, a mouse, and a turtle lived together in a forest. That means once upon a time, in a forest where many other animals must be also living, but these four friends also lived. And who were they? A sparrow, a deer, a mouse, and a turtle. They were very good friends and always played and stayed with each other. And they were very close to each other. They never got separated. They always played together, stayed together. They must be eating together, sleeping together, and having a good time in the forest together because they were good friends. Who were the good friends? A sparrow, a deer, a mouse, and a turtle. We can see in the picture also there's a deer, there's a mouse, there's a turtle, and a sparrow. Now, one day, while the four friends were playing near a pond, they saw a hunter with a big net coming towards them. Now, it was a normal day. The four friends were playing near a pond in the forest. And then what did they see? They saw a hunter. Can you see the hunter in the picture? Yes. Who's a hunter? A hunter is a person who traps and kills the animal. And this hunter is also carrying bow. Can you see the bows? Bow and arrow? He's carrying a bow and arrows on his back, isn't it? So, when the four friends were playing, they saw a hunter. Who's a hunter? Who traps the animal in the net. And sometimes they kill the animal to eat, and sometimes they kill the animal to sell the meat of the animal in the market. It depends. So, they saw a hunter with a big net coming towards them. The animals became very scared and tried to think of ways to save themselves. So now they were playing, four animals were playing, enjoying. But then when they saw the hunter, they were very frightened, scared. And then they tried to think of ways to save themselves. They thought, now the hunter is here, he'll trap and kill us. So now, how should we save ourselves from the hunter? So they started thinking. The deer ran away to the nearby bushes to hide itself. Now, students, the deer has got long, powerful legs, which helps it to run fast and quickly. So, the deer, he ran away to the nearby bushes. Forest, there are many trees and bushes. So, the deer quickly ran away and hid himself in the bushes so that the hunter cannot locate him. The sparrow flew away to the highest branch of a neighboring tree. And the sparrow had feathers and wings, so she could fly. So she quickly flew away and to the highest branch of a neighboring tree. Nearby there was a tree, so she quickly flew and sat on the highest branch, the topmost branch of the neighboring tree, so that the hunter again cannot locate her, see where she is. The mouse hid himself in a small hole at the foot of a nearby tree. And the mouse is a tiny animal. So he quickly hid himself. He quickly hid himself in a small hole. A small hole at the bottom of the tree. Bottom of a nearby tree. The mouse, what did he do? He quickly hid himself in a small hole at the foot. Foot means bottom. Bottom of the tree, nearby tree. A tree which was close by. So, now the three animals, they hid themselves. Now, what did the deer do? He ran quickly to the nearby bushes and hid himself. The sparrow flew away to the highest branch of a neighboring tree. And the mouse hid himself in a small hole at the foot of a nearby tree. Three animals to have hid himself. Now who was left? The turtle. The turtle also tried to quickly move back into the pond, but since he walked slowly, the hunter caught and trapped him in his net. The turtle, because the turtle walks slowly, so he tried his best to run quickly and move into the pond. He wanted to go in the water of the pond and hid himself, but because he walked slowly, he was unable to move quickly. So the hunter caught hold of the turtle and trapped him in his net, and he kept the turtle in his net. Hunter thought, at least I've got a turtle to carry with me. Today I'll enjoy the turtle. Now what happened? Three friends had hid themselves, but one was caught by the hunter. And who was caught? The turtle. Who hid themselves? The sparrow, the deer and the mouse. They escaped and they hid themselves. But the turtle was caught. Now what happened? If you are four friends and three of you are together, but then one friend is missing, so obviously you'll miss that friend, and you will be wanting him or her also to join the group, isn't it? So now what happened? The sparrow, the deer and the mouse were very troubled to see their friend trapped in the hunter's net. Now you can see in the picture, the turtle is trapped in the hunter's net. Can you see? So the sparrow, who had flew on top of the highest branch of the nearby tree, the deer, he had hid himself in the bushes, and the mouse, he had hid himself in a small hole. Now, when they saw their dead friend turtle, he was trapped in the hunter's net. The hunter had trapped the turtle. They quickly thought of a plan to save the turtle. Now they were very much worried. We are safe, but our friend is not. Our friend turtle is not safe. The hunter will carry him along when he goes, and he will kill him. So they were very much worried about their friend turtle. They were worried about their friends because they were good friends. If they were not, they would have just not thought about the turtle. But good friends always think about you. They always think good. So now, same way, these friends, they started making a plan, started thinking now how to save the turtle from the hunter's trap. The sparrow flew high up in the sky to locate where the hunter had gone. Now what did the sparrow do? Because she could fly, so she flew high up in the sky, because after trapping the turtle, the hunter was searching for some more animals so that he could trap more animals and carry with him, because turtle is a small animal, isn't it? So she flew up high in the sky to find out where the hunter had gone, where the hunter was in the forest. When he found the hunter, he told the deer, who ran quickly to overtake the hunter, taking care not to be seen by him. Now what did they do? First the sparrow flew high. She located where the hunter was. Then she came back. She told the deer that this is the location of the hunter. And then what did the deer do? The deer, as soon as the sparrow told him the hunter's location, the deer ran quickly to overtake the hunter, to surpass the hunter where the hunter was. But he tried to overtake the hunter without being noticed, that the hunter did not see him crossing him. And he was smart enough to overtake the hunter and made sure that the hunter did not see him. The deer went and lay down on the hunter's back, and somewhere ahead the deer laid down on the path which the hunter was going, and the deer went and lay down on the hunter's path pretending to be dead. And what did the deer do? He was very intelligent, so they had made a plan to save their friend turtle. So when the sparrow told him, the deer, he ran quickly. He overtook the hunter and crossed his path without being seen by the hunter, and then he lay on the hunter's path and he lay down on the ground and pretended as if he was dead, so that the hunter would think that a dead deer is lying on his path. Now when the hunter saw the dead deer, he became very happy on seeing the big animal, which he could take back instead of small turtle. Now when the hunter came on the path where the deer was lying, pretending to be dead, when the hunter saw the deer, the hunter was very happy, extremely happy. on seeing the big animal. The deer is big in size compared to a turtle. So the hunter thought, "Arey, I am lucky that today I have just trapped a small turtle which is very small in size, and if I kill and eat its meat, that won't be sufficient. But now I can see a big animal in my path. Now I can carry this big animal instead of that small turtle." So what did he do? He dropped the trapped turtle on the ground and went towards the deer. Now he was carrying the turtle which was trapped in the net. So he immediately dropped the trapped turtle on the ground to see the deer, to have a close look at the deer. What was the plan? When the three friends, they saw that they all were safe, but one of their friend was trapped by the hunter, so they immediately thought of a plan to save the fourth friend, the turtle. The sparrow, she flew high up in the sky. She looked at the hunter who was carrying the trapped turtle in his net. She told the deer. The deer quickly ran away and overtook the hunter without being noticed by the hunter. He was smart enough. And then he laid ahead on the hunter's path and he lay down on the ground pretending to be dead. And then when the hunter came near the deer, he was very happy that he has got a big animal. Now he will not have to carry a small animal, rather he will be carrying a big animal, that's a deer. So the hunter, he dropped the turtle which was trapped in the net on the ground, and then he went towards the deer to have a closer look. The mouse quickly went towards the turtle, cut the net with his sharp teeth and freed the turtle. Now what did the mouse do? It was a plan of the three friends. The mouse, as soon as the hunter dropped the turtle along with the net, the mouse quickly ran towards the turtle, cut the net. That was a strong net, but then don't forget, mouse had also got strong teeth. So he cut the net with his strong teeth and freed the turtle. So students, the moment the hunter dropped the turtle in the net on the ground, the mouse immediately went near the turtle, cut the net with his sharp teeth, and he freed the turtle. The turtle and the mouse, they quickly escaped from the place. Now, the moment the turtle was freed from the net, the mouse and the turtle, they ran quickly from that place where the hunter had dropped him. And as soon as the hunter reached the deer, it got up abruptly and ran away into the forest. And the moment the hunter went near the deer, thinking that he was dead, the deer suddenly stood up and ran away in the forest, and the deer could run very quickly. So he immediately vanished in the forest. The hunter was astonished. The hunter was surprised. He was in a state of shock because he thought that he was seeing a dead deer. But the moment he went near the deer stood up quickly and vanished into the forest, disappeared in the forest. Feeling disappointed, he turned back to pick up the trapped turtle. Now the hunter was very much disappointed. He was in a bad mood. He was very sad and upset. He was thinking that he'll carry a big animal, but then what had happened? The moment he went near the deer ran away, got up and quickly ran away in the forest. So the hunter was feeling very sad and upset. So he thought, I'll go back, carry my trapped turtle whom he had kept in the net, that I have to just carry that small animal only with me today. However, to his surprise, the net had been cut and the turtle had escaped. But now what does he see when he comes back? He sees that his net has been cut. One more damage for the hunter. That the net in which he used to trap the animals had been cut, and the turtle was also missing because the turtle had escaped. The mouse had cut the net of the hunter, and the turtle was also missing. The turtle had escaped. His friend mouse had saved him. This was a plan made by all the three friends, and they all did their parts to save the turtle from the hunter's trap. The hunter cursed his misfortune and went back home. Now, the hunter, he was very angry, and he was cursing that why did my greed made me go for the big animal, and now what happened? Just because of my greed, that big animal has also gone, and the small turtle whom I had trapped in the net is also has also escaped. So he was cursing himself and said it is his bad luck that today he has to go empty handed from the forest. He was not carrying anything with him. Now the turtle thanked his friends for saving him, and the four friends lived happily together in the forest. Now the turtle was relieved because he had never thought that he'll come out of that hunter's trap. But his true friends, they thought of a plan, they worked on it, and they were successful in getting their turtle friend freed from the hunter's trap. They all were very happy. The turtle thanked his three friends for saving him, for saving his life from the hunter. And after that, the four friends lived happily together in the forest. They were happily. And now they could trust each other more because they knew that they were there for each other in the times of trouble. So true friends always help each other during the troubles. Hope you also help your friends at the time of troubles, and they will also help you. Now we'll continue the story in our next video.